Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, today I'm continuing on with my beginner's guide to the level 50 dungeons. So for this video, I'm going to go through and talk you guys and girls through the Cave of Destruction. This is the Ant Cave, the famous Ant Cave. This was basically probably one of the most run dungeons during the beginning of on the Korean servers, purely because it's just super fast. Also, it does drop a good dagger and a good wand as well. So yeah, this is quite an easy dungeon, to be honest. It's not too bad, but there are a few little things that you should really be aware of. So let's jump into the video and let's get on with it. Right, so here we are. We're at the start of the dungeon of Cave of Destruction. So basically, this bit here, you just got to kill these mobs here. Nothing, nothing challenging, nothing hard. There is something that you do need to look out for, which I will obviously tell you in a moment. There's going to be these green large ants. They should spawn near. So these mutant explosive ants, you need to basically block. So as you can see there, I didn't block in time. So basically they come up to you and then they charge to obviously explode. So just make sure you're blocking in time. If you've got enough damage, you can kill them before they blow up. But to be honest, there really isn't any need. Just block. So you'll see here I should block in time. So there you go. And I couldn't block the second one. But yeah, very straightforward. You just kill these mobs, kill these normal ones, the mutant charging ants, and block the green explosive ants. And make sure, obviously, when possible, to stay out of any of the green poison on the floor. Very, very simple things, but when you're in the middle of, trying to kill a mob, trying to dodge a green ant, you might forget to, come out of the green poison. So yeah, we're going to move into the next area. It's going to basically be the same thing. This dungeon is kind of like, sort of like a rinse and repeat. Most of the stuff is just the same in different rooms. But like I said at the start in the intro, it's one of the fastest dungeons to finish and complete, so I don't really mind, to be honest. Just bear in mind, guys and girls, if you're brand new to the game, these 1-star dungeons, which are called tier 1, the tier 1 dungeons they're very easy once you know the mechanics, and some of them can be a little bit boring, but they did really improve the dungeons when we get to tier 2. So when we get the 2-star dungeons in our global version, you will see the big difference, the big change in how the dungeons look and the difficulty of the dungeons as well, and also the mechanics. All of that changes in 2-star. And then there's 3-star dungeons, which we're not going to see for quite a while. But the 3-star dungeons are also really, really good. Right, so this is the first mini boss. You just need to burst the boss down. And there is a mechanic. We actually killed the boss, if I remember correctly. We actually killed the boss quicker before she could even do the mechanic. But what will happen is she will chuck these larvae on you. And when you get these, oh, there you go, that someone has got the larvae on them. These larvae will explode. So you need to basically, what you're meant to do is one of you is meant to go around and take the larvae from everybody. And then once you do that, you run away from the party, and then it will it's not going to blow everyone up, basically. And you're going to see when we get to the final boss, you have the same mechanic. It's also the same in here in this second room. You're going to fight the ant again, but her mechanic is slightly different. So yeah, it's nothing too, like I said, it's nothing too hard, nothing too challenging. It's kind of rinse and repeat. I don't know why for these 1-star dungeons that they did that, but whatever. This is, again, just the same rinse and repeat. Kill the mobs, get away from the explosive ants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this, and I'll see you when we get to the mini boss. Right, so here we are. Here comes the mini boss. So again, giant ant. You just have to burst the ant down. Stay clear, like I said, from the acid or the poison, whatever it is, the green stuff on the floor. Stay away from that. And there is a small mechanic that this ant will do, which I'll explain obviously when it happens. So essentially what the ant does is they'll do a voice line and then they will try to pull you in, but it's a fury attack. So you just have to make sure you Q block it. As long as you Q block it, the ant, here we go. So the ant won't pull you into the acid pool on the floor. So you'll see here, now you block. As soon as you block, see that guy over there didn't block, so they got pulled into the green mess on the floor. So just make sure you time your block, and then yeah, you carry on bursting it down. And then that is it, guys. It's a very fast dungeon. Now all we need to do is go into the final room and kill the final, like the main boss of the dungeon. So I know obviously I did cut the video just to skip a few of the trash mobs, but because it's literally the same rinse and repeat. But this dungeon, guys, if you've got a good enough DPS, you can do it really, really fast. Okay, so this bit here, you saw me going up to the top of the rock to break the eggs. There's 3 eggs. All 3 of those eggs need to be broken, and then the boss will then fly down, as you can see here. Also, you're going to notice the tank, for some reason, stayed up there for ages. They went AFK. So what's going to happen is basically, the boss is going to start doing a massive AoE attack now. You'll see here, this attack. The reason why the boss is doing that is because the tank was up there and the boss didn't have aggro of anybody. So you need to come to melee range. The tank needs to get the aggro, and then it won't do that massive AoE attack. Now, there is 2 ways to do this boss fight. If you can see over there on the right hand side there is a red circle. So now you can see there's a red paralyzing ant, and there will also be a blue paralyzing ant. What you can do is what you're meant to actually do is kill the red ant, because that's the color, and then you can see here I've got a buff around me now. You see that circle, and this circle has a time limit. I believe it's 50 seconds. I can't actually remember. So you need to kind of time it right, because if you do it too early, the buff is going to run out and you're not going to be able to jump onto that pillar there. So you'll see me here. I still have the buff, so I just jump onto the rock, and then it raises me up. But then the other way of doing it is the way that we used to just do it in Korea, is where you can see my teammates just ran straight to the top of the rock. But you can't just run immediately. There's going to be an egg on the top. Once the egg cracks, then you make sure you run to the top straight away. Otherwise, you're going to get basically pushed off, and then you can die. But in the next phase, I actually don't do the pillar. I don't do the ant mechanic. So just so that you guys and girls could see the other way. So again, go back down to bursting the boss. Now you can see the color has changed to blue. So on this instance, you would kill the blue ant to get the buff and then survive. Right, so here we go. Here's the larvae mechanic. As you can see, I'm running around to every single one of the team to basically get the larvae off them. And then I notice here this one has 1 larvae left. So I've removed as much as I could. I didn't manage to get all of them because it just is what it is. But as long as you remove most of them, if you've got enough time, that's the main objective basically. Because you don't want to have all 6 of you up in the air, because one, it's wasting time, and obviously you're taking more damage. And then you go ahead to just carry on bursting her down. Right, so here it is. This is the other way of doing it. You have to run here, but then make sure you stop where I stop until this egg bursts. Now you run quickly to the top, and then you're safe. Because if you noticed, my teammate there got knocked off. They didn't die, luckily, but you can end up dying if you obviously get knocked down to the ground and get hit by the massive AoE burst. And again, rinse and repeat, jump back down, and then finish off the boss. Very, very simple, like I said. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to let the video play out, let the fight play out. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I hope this has been helpful, and have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace.